Hey guys and girls. Today I stumbled on a Bible verse that I think will be interesting to talk about. The verse for this week is Galatians 5 verse 16, which reads, "So I say, walk by the Spirit, and you will not gratify the desires of the flesh." Now the reason why I thought this was interesting is because in 2011 I had a huge problem dealing with some sins of mine. It had to deal with certain bad habits that formed over years, and it was really hard to shake it off. It got really annoying, and I knew I had to do something about it. I don't really want to talk about specifics, but I'm sure you've had a certain bad habit that you knew was sinful, but you just couldn't get rid of. It became a sort of desire. But this sort of desire doesn't do God any good. Rather, it's a desire of the flesh. Ooh. Now in this verse, Paul said to walk by the Spirit. Now when it says walk, it's talking about the certain paths that we take, or lifestyle. There are different lifestyles we can have, and it's all based on our actions and experiences with others. Sometimes we exemplify a certain side of us. Maybe someone thinks we're a jerk, while others may think we're a goody two-shoes. What we do and speak is the basis for people to get an idea of us on. A good friend of mine once told me that at times we find ourselves so busy with school and friends and family and other things in life that we don't really have space for God. We find it so hard to do things for church and for our youth fellowship, or even just praying alone or reading the Bible. We keep thinking, I don't have time for God in my schedule. But we forget our lives should be centered around God. Our schedule should be God's schedule. In the end, God should be our schedule, and it should be hard to put school and family and friends and life into that schedule. When he told me that, I kept saying to myself that I definitely do that. It's so easy to talk, but it's really hard to walk it out. Walking by the Spirit is a lifestyle, meaning that everyone should be able to see that side of us at all times. In fact, it should be the only side that we have. We have to prove that through everything that we do, it's for God. So that means besides just the times we're at church or with our Christian friends, we need to prove we're Christian by our actions and our speech. So in every conversation, at every get-together, even when we're driving or just watching TV, we need to make sure that our life is something that we're not ashamed to show God. Now that doesn't mean you have to be on your knees 24/7 singing Christian songs and listening to sermons all day. It means you shouldn't be doing things that lead to sin or is on the basis of sin. All it's saying is that when you go into a conversation, don't just be like, "Joe, what's up? How you doing? Yo, the game last night was amazing. They were going all and it was awesome." As opposed to this, "Hello, fellow gentlemen. You're looking quite ravishing today. How about we go meet some ladies and with them?" Whoa, all I said was talk with them. I have no problem with cursing. It's just how you show it. I feel like if there's no need for it, you're giving off the wrong vibe. I don't know, it's a touchy subject, but I think it's always the meaning that's important. It's like listening to radio versions of some songs. The meaning could be great and all, but the curses are censored. Sin is always around. We just have to censor it and not connect it to us. So try to think of one way you can further show God in your life. Maybe it's by listening to more Christian songs, or maybe by praying more often, even in front of people. You have no idea how much impact an action can have. Let people see that the real you has always been for God, and all these other desires will vanish. Because if you walk by the Spirit, you live for God. And if you live for God, you wouldn't need anything else. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I pray that it changed you. Leave a comment below on a topic you want me to talk about next. God bless. Bye. It's that good feeling you have inside about starting something fresh. That's why we have New Year resolutions, right? To start something new, to make a difference. So I've read these verses a million times before, and what I think is really cool about it is the whole idea of putting off your old self and putting on a new one. It's like taking off an old coat and wearing a new coat.